to rejection. I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting unlikely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes. I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Good morning, Knicks universe. Welcome back to another episode of the Knicks Morning Brew on this Friday, January 19th. Like always, I'm your guy, Hector, hanging out with my compañeros this morning. I got my guy, Eddie Presti, and I got my guy, Celso, a.k.a. Mr. Jiggaman Porto. All you Knicks fans, wake up and get your coffee. Fellas,
yeah, buddy.
how we doing? Top
What
of the
up,
morning.
bro? We got a win last night. I'm sure we'll jump into that and all the mixed emotions because I know I was up and down for 4 freaking quarters. Like, what the hell is going on? But, man, it's Friday. I'm excited. I do got to shout out my son real quick, though. Because my son stopped by last night. He was like, yo, Dad, got to make sure you look good in the morning,
Got a nice little
my son came through, boy.
Nice.
Take the sticker off, all right?
No, I don't want to take nothing off. I'm not even going to wear it. I'm just going to put it over here.
I know you're in, listen, I know you're in North Carolina, right? You're around a lot of non-New Yorkers. Take the sticker off of your hat. We don't leave the sticker on our fitted. Take it off. Folks in the chat, when you buy a new fitted hat, you take your goddamn stickers off your hat,
but here's the thing. I'm not going to wear it, all right? Okay, I'm excited. My son.
When they used to leave the stickers on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not 2005. This is not to take the goddamn stickers off. Shout out to the chat. My guy Knicks are nice is in the building. Our future media is in the building. Valentina officials in the building. Nikki P is in the building. Our guy Jonathan is in the building.
What up?
Julian Blum is in the building. Jacob Petruzzi is in the building. Listen, all you Knicks fans that are in the building, we got over 30 people in the building. We got 24 on YouTube. If you guys can, smack that like button for your boys. Jacob Petruzzi said, it's snowing out here in Jersey. We good out here, though. Listen,
that was
snowing.
future.
It's snow. Our future. I mean, I'm my fault.
Petruzzi said snow. Right, screw it.
It's snowing out
everywhere.
in Jersey. It's snowing in New York City. Listen, if you guys are out there, stay warm and stay safe. Eddie Presti, how you doing?
Is it snowing in Louisiana? Louisiana Knicks? Look at that. It's snowing everywhere.
Well, it was actually cold here in Florida. Last time it was 48 degrees. So,
fucking 48 degrees. Call the National Guards. It's 48 degrees for Eddie Presti.
But I'm good, man. Look, a lot of people were complaining after last night's victory, but a win's a win, man. Off a back-to-back. Yeah. Watching that fourth quarter and watching what our guys did, we got our man Brunson scoring 20 points in that fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
We had Julius Randle scoring 8 clutch points. Man, those two, that's the reason why we won right there, man, was Randle and Brunson taking us home because those Wizards, that they didn't stop coming. They kept on, coming at us, and it took us all the way down to, what was it, the last minute in the game for us to close out, so.
Hey, I'll be honest, Eddie. It was one of those ones where we can wake up today and literally just complain about the fact, it was the Wizards and whatever. And you know what? I ended last night and woke up this morning with, we won 2 in a row. Teams show up when they play us. Teams show up when they're at the Garden, and it's what we're used to. But, man, Brunson last night, I mean, if there wasn't another game where you're just like, man, the difference after missing him for 2 games, then him back for 2 games is just night and day, man. Please stop talking shit about our point guard. Anybody that has anything negative to say about this man. Sorry, go ahead, Hector.
Nick fans out there that haven't voted for Jalen Brunson for the All-Star game. Last night was a statement game.
Today.
3-time votes today. Make sure you guys get on the interwebs and vote for Jalen Brunson for the All-Star game. But I'm glad you guys, you guys are optimistic. I'm on the opposite side. These are the moments where I miss Phil, because I know Phil and I would have been in the same emotions when we look at this team. Because, yes, we did win. Like you said, Eddie, a win is a win. But we were struggling to secure a win. Brunson needed to have 40 points in order for us to beat the Washington Wizards, who are the worst defensive team in the entire NBA. Now I get it. They had Marvin Bagley, new addition to the team, but I don't think Marvin Bagley is a world changer and is making them into contenders. So for me, it was a bit alarming seeing the struggles against the Washington Wizards, specifically that second unit, and the fact we needed 40 points from Jalen Brunson in order to secure this win. Jalen's not going to be scoring 40 nights every night in the playoffs. That's not going to happen. The front office needs to go out there, do what they have to do to improve this second unit. Jalen Brunson needs some help out there. Point blank, period.
Hector, the most concerning thing about last night for me was that bench. Okay, we got outscored. Yep. Washington's bench scored 33. Our bench 7 points.
Yeah,
5 for McBride, 2 for Precious. That is absolutely pathetic. Grimes was an absolute no-show for me. That was the biggest glaring thing to me that just jumped out at me. This bench after Emmanuel quickly left stinks. It sucks. So that's one of those things.
But you know what? But that's the highlight, right, Eddie, of the last 2 games, and not a highlight, but in a negative way is we can see, hey, there's an issue with the bench. We all know that now, right? The
Orlando too.
Yeah, the problems in the beginning were take Grimes out of that starting unit. Our starting unit isn't flowing the right way, right? We move him, we put DDB in there, and then things look better. Now that second unit, it's not even suspect. It's doo-doo. Like, we need to figure out a way. And I'm going to say this, and I don't care. Get ready. People in the chat, feel free to throw your shade at me. But seeing reports that Quentin Grimes is frustrated, I'm frustrated watching Quentin Grimes. So you know what? I'm glad we're both frustrated, bro. Because if you're frustrated about your playing time and all that, when you're in there, you're never capitalizing.
Yeah.
You're not capitalizing the opportunities. You were given the starting role. We then move you to the second unit. You have blown your chances. And this fan base isn't a fan base that has been like, screw Quentin Grimes. We were all hoping Quentin Grimes would turn into something. I'm frustrated watching that kid at this point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How many chances are we going to give this guy? Like you said, we made him a starter. We made him the main guy off the bench. And what has he ever done? He does nothing consistent. It's like RJ Barrett 2.0. Oh, he's a kid. He's a kid. Fuck that, man. I don't care. I'm good. Trade his ass. Trade Quentin Grimes, because that's what I'm calling him.
Hey.
Quentin Grimes.
You know, and yesterday, and shout out to Joel in the chat who says it was the second of a back-to-back. Absolutely, Joel. That's where you got to put the context in it, right? But when it comes to Mr. Quentin Grimes, right? Yesterday was the perfect game for Quentin Grimes to go out there, get his food, and eat his food. No Josh Hart. Josh Hart averages the most points off of the bench with our squad. With Josh Hart out, Quentin Grimes, that was your time to shine. And Quentin Grimes, he barely shined. I'm looking at the stats right now. Coming off of the bench, Quentin Grimes was 0 for 15, 19 minutes, no points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 1 power forward. We need to upgrade this bench because the fact is, Julius Randle, he played 39 minutes. OG, he played 43 minutes. 2 games back to back that OG's playing 43 minutes.
I loved when they asked him about OG.
That.
And he said, well, he played in Toronto. He knew he could play those minutes. Like, he knew what he wanted.
We need to be able to get someone who can spell OG Anunoby coming off of the bench. Hartenstein, 39 minutes. Brunson, 40 minutes. DiVincenzo, 38 minutes. And this was all against the Washington Wizards. We needed our starters to play at least 40 minutes or close to 40 minutes in order for us to beat the Washington Wizards. That is alarming.
Like, look, even I want to bring this. E. Gibson says Grimes is too inconsistent and lacks any type of aggression offensively. I agree with you, E. But the other thing, too, is he is the most aggressive drive to pass. Yeah. Like, he makes it look good, right? That move, and then it's just, right? We were seeing that when we were complaining about it in the starting unit was he didn't have any confidence to shoot, right? We went through that stage. Then he went into the confidence shooting and the shot sucked, right? Then it was, he's this defensive player. I'm sorry. He's gone backwards. He's regressed on defense. He's regressed on his shot and the confidence isn't there. Again, I'm not saying the kid sucks, but if we're okay moving on from an RJ and IQ, now we can sit here and say, hey, we look stupid saying we didn't want to give up Grimes for Spider. Now we look like we're here sitting, hey, you know what? Give Grimes away for a hot dog. There was
more pieces in that trade, not just Quentin Grimes. It was the 4 or 5 unprotected draft picks, 4 unprotected It was RJ Barrett in it. But again, I see the frustration because there are a lot of Knicks fans that are saying this is the reason we don't have Donovan Mitchell on our squad. No, we don't have Donovan Mitchell on our squad because Danny Ainge tried to fleece us. That's foremost, right?
They want to
Again,
unprotected picks. Come on.
Again, when it comes to
Nice
Quentin
was at
Grimes,
the game, said the crowd wasn't feeling Grimes yesterday.
then they shouldn't have been feeling Grimes yesterday. I don't think any Knicks fan was feeling Grimes yesterday, especially when the news came out early in the day that Quentin Grimes is frustrated and how Quentin Grimes wants to get traded. You know what, Quentin Grimes? What have you done to warrant your ability to demand the trade request?
Isn't this the
you
second
haven't done
time
anything
this season publicly coming out with some stuff?
This is the second time that Quentin Grimes or his representatives have come out and say how he is disgruntled or
we're
whatever.
so quick, Heck and Eddie, as a fan base, to go after the guys that actually do stuff like Julius, right? And we want to trade him the next morning, even when he does a good job, but his lack of effort is there. We're ready, right? Everybody. But then you look at someone who's literally sitting here saying, I don't want to be here. I'm not happy. And yet we got to sit here and keep talking about the kid.
I want to read off some chats real quick before we continue the conversation. Folks in the building, if you guys can, put in the chat what you want us to talk about as well. Smack the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got over 70 people in the building. We are sitting at 2,895 subscribers, 5 away from 29. Smack the like button, hit the subscribe button. My guy E. Gibson, what's your guys' thoughts of this? The problems with Grimes are then compounded by our lack of depth. Last night was the perfect time for him to shine. I have no faith for him. I'm right there with you.
I'll let you go first, Eddie. I'll let you go first.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Look at with this Grimes guy. If he's not hitting a three, what good is he? What good is he? He can't drive. Like, he drives to the hole. Every time he drives to the hole, he'll do some stupid jump and pass out. He's got no flow to his game. He doesn't play defense the way he used to. He doesn't like start a fast break by getting steals or anything. His defense is so overrated. It's just unbelievable with him. I've had it. I'm done. I'm good. I've seen enough. I'm ready to trade him for whoever it is, whether it's DeJounte or DeRozan. I'm good on Grimes. I am team F the kids because it's still in 15 minutes. So I'm not going to say they have curse, but
what word?
F these kids, and that's it's time to win. Let's make a trade, fellas.
Celso, just to let you know, I got 2 people in my Instagram chat that's saying take the sticker off. It's 2024 and remove the sticker. I'm not gonna lie, with you having the hat like that, people in the chat, let me know if you guys get this joke right. You look like one of the tourists that I would try to sell a mixtape to in 40 seconds. That's what you look like. You look like one of those tourists that I'll try to sell a mixtape for $20.
Damn, I'm throwing out a lot of fingers your way this morning. Hey?
Delano Still Jr. in the chat says Quentin Grimes lacks 0 offensive game that he can propel his NBA career. He could do the little things like pump fake to a hard drive into a midi. I don't know if it's him, Tom Thibodeau, or maybe a combination of both.
DSJ, this is one where I can't actually say it's on Tom. Right? He's giving him every opportunity. Like Tom literally said, hey, great plays in the playoffs, right? When he had his bum knee. Now we're hearing the reports that he didn't like some of his effort or whatever. But he put him in the starting lineup this season. He's giving him. So to me, you can't even put Tibbs on a complaint when it comes to Grimes, right? I want to say, though, still on the Grimes thing, Jamming, I've been saying it for months, bro, or a month. That's what was the biggest benefit of the OG trade is we get to see with it being done so early what needs to be fixed. If anybody can sit here and say our second unit doesn't need help, you're not watching the game. When Quentin Grimes isn't doing anything with that second unit, it makes it that much more noticeable. But again, that's the benefit. We can trust the process, but the process is showing itself right in front of us, Jam and Jet. It's not us speculating what needs to be fixed. It's right in front of our eyes.
And let's be honest here. And shout out to Double A in the super chat. I'll read it momentarily. But let's be honest here, right? With Jalen Brunson limping up and down the court, we can't afford to lose Jalen Brunson. We can't. We've seen the prior 2 games without Jalen Brunson, what this team looks like. We cannot lose Jalen Brunson. Brunson Muse, I just want to read off the stats. 41 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists as well, 2 steals, 1 block, 52% from the field, 50% from the 3-point line, the 5th most 40-point game in the NBA this season. Jalen Brunson we go when Jalen Brunson go. If Jalen Brunson is not 100%, this team is not 100%. We've seen it. We've seen it time and time again. The front office needs to recognize it. We'll get into the possibility with the trades. A lot of speculation. Bruce Brown, Terry Rozier, Malcolm Brogdon. There's a lot of reports. We'll get to them as you guys see Eddie Faces loses his mind. Double A with the 199 says Tim is at Isaiah. Last 2 games, 82 minutes. That right there, we can't have that. 82 minutes out of our only actual center on our roster. We can't have that.
Double A, thank you so much for the super chat. If anybody else is out there, please, if you could give us $1 or $2 just to keep the lights on. No, just keep the lights on. We're a very poor station. We don't have no money. It costs money to run this. Anybody, whatever you could give us, a quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents. Please, just give it to us. Anything. I'm paying.
I might even take the sticker off the hat.
No, you need to take the sticker off the hat. Kevin Gavrada says the second unit is bad because Randle dribbles the air out of the ball. We have no ball movement. Take Randle out of the second unit. Kev, no one's arguing with that. If he had someone out there to help him facilitate and run the offense, maybe. But the fact that Julius is out there trying to do Julius Randle from 2-3 years ago, we don't need that whatsoever.
I do want to play this game with Bankai, though. What up, Bankai? I see you, my guy. Watching us over on X. Take a vodka shot if Quentin Grimes does a pump fake. Bro, we'd be drunk. We'd be drunk as shit. We would be drunk as shit. So I'm down to play this game tomorrow night, Bankai. We should do it live. We should do a live screening in playback, drink, and we all just take shots every time.
You could do that. I won't do that, but you and Bankai can do that, right? This is the one thing that I want to say. What people don't talk, the season that Julius Randle became an all-star for the first time, Tom Thibodeau's first season, right? Yes, Julius Randle had an amazing season that year. He had an amazing career year, taking him to that next level of becoming an all-star. The one thing people don't talk about, before we made that trade for Derrick Rose, we were under 500 with Julius Randle balling out. After we made that trade with Derrick Rose is when we turned things around and we went on our run to get over 500, right? Look at what Julius Randle is without a point guard. No point guard the second year with Trey Burke as Alec Burke as our point guard, no playoffs whatsoever.
Look, well, we learned the last couple nights when we didn't have Brunson. We saw without Brunson how bad this team is. Julius Randle clearly isn't that guy. He's not it. When he doesn't have a point guard, he's pretty much like he's a nightmare. But look, my whole thing is with Brunson, Randle, and OG. These guys are playing so many minutes, man. We need to bring some help in here because look, but if they keep playing, 38, 39 minutes, by the time we get to April and May, this team is going to be dead in the water.
But you know what? But this is nothing new. I agree with you. But this is nothing new with the tip system. We saw it when he switched to that 9-man rotation last year, right? Like the players themselves make jokes about it. Hey, OG, welcome to New York. Get ready to play 50 minutes a game. Hey, guys, we get some rest because we're going to play back-to-back 50-minute games. Like
they have no help. They have no help besides OG, Randle, and Brunson. I mean, and Dante DiVincenzo to an extent. Who else is there?
Yeah, with that bench not performing, bro, it's going to make it that much more noticeable.
And OG, speaking of OG, last night, his third quarter, he had 13 points in that third quarter. Without that, another we don't win that game without those 13 points. Like these are our 3 most consistent guys, and we have literally nobody else after that. Maybe Dante, but after that, man, we have nobody else we could count on. And we need to start looking, man, and we need to make something done soon, fellas.
Well, I mean, you've got people in the chat saying the trade is happening today. That was Grimes' last game. People just
hopefully, if the trade happens today, Eddie Presley will go live and report for it. If the trade happens today,
I'm StreamYard if you guys want.
Exactly. No.
But we'll end it right here with the Grimes convo and the bench. But you could also tell last night the starters had no legs in the back-to-back. They were gassed. It's clear we need some additional depth. Yeah, and again, even seeing freaking JB, right? We all were worried with him limping. Wow. How many times did you sit there, even when it was getting close in the game, you were just like, take JB out. Even though you knew that would probably hurt us, you're like, sit him down. What are we doing? Sit him down, sit him down. But my problem is that when you sit there and say sit him down, and you have nobody you really can trust on that bench, bro. At all.
I think this is a great segue to the conversation when talking about trades. King Hudson and the building. Shout out to King Hudson, who says, "Why is everybody tripping over Pascal going to the Pacers?" I don't think people are tripping over Pascal. Well,
on the
I would say Knicks fans, because they want the Knicks to make a move. That's why they're tripping and losing it over the Pascal deal. Not the fact that Pascal went to Indiana, I think it's more the fact that the Knicks aren't addressing that second unit and aren't making a trade. I feel that's why some people are lashing out.
I think it's because it makes the Pacers scarier. They're now a bigger threat to us with Pascal than they were before Pascal, right?
Not only that, as Knicks fans, you're probably talking about it because let's be real, that means Obi's ass is going back to the bench, right? Yeah. So it's like, that's why I think we're so engaged in the conversation too, because it's like, hey, wait, did Obi just become Obi again? He became New York Knicks Obi. He's going back to the bench and, run around when you need him. I guess that would be a big piece of it too. I see
we hit a couple of big
super chat from Serena 59. Oh my God, buying coffee for all three of us. Entertaining content, gentlemen. You know what? And he kept the super chat like real short too, like that.
Yeah,
appreciate it. I'm gonna leave that up for a minute.
Nice guy.
Yeah, leave that up. Thank you for the $20 super chat, folks. We got over 100 people in the building. If you guys can smack that like button, we're sitting at 28 likes for the stream. Let's get 100 likes for this stream. Also, for you guys, if you guys like the content that we do, in the description is the link to our merch store. Get you guys a Morning Brew cup. Take your picture, put it on social media. Let us see you with your Morning Brew cup so we can show it here on the screen for the fans so they can see what it is to be a part of the Morning Brew familia. I just want to throw this there, right? And again, the last episode, it kind of seemed like we were just beating up on Julius Randle, right? Well, guess what? I'm here to beat up on Julius Randle yet again, right? So this is the one thing I noticed last night. Defensively, he never picks up or helps out on the defense. He never, if somebody blows by Hartenstein and they're driving to the rim, Julius Randle is not stepping in front of them to draw that charge. And I know a lot of people, when we talk about Julius Randle, we like to always point out the fact that he's been healthy. He's been playing in games. He's been available. Your best ability is availability. And that's the one thing people always like to talk about when it comes to Julius Randle. But on the flip side of it, the reason why or reason why he is always healthy is that maybe, just maybe, he doesn't give that effort on the defensive side of the ball for him to get into situations where he can get injured. He's not taking that extra charge. He's not getting in front of that guy. He's not trying to get that extra rebound to put himself in a position to get injured. So you can say he's a small basketball player because he doesn't put himself into situations where he can get injured, or you can literally say he doesn't get injured because he doesn't put that effort out there on the floor to get injured. If you understand what I'm saying, Eddie. What's your thoughts on that?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, he's not a guy that's going to draw charges or anything like that. Mm-hmm. He runs down the court the other day when he's beat. Listen, you got to take the good with the bad with Randle. It is what it is, man. He's never going to be, Dennis Rodman or, some great defender. Look, man, I'll take what I could get out of Randle. 8 clutch points last night and 8 points with 5 minutes or less last night.
Yeah.
That we need him. We need him.
Yeah, I'm with you, Eddie. We need him.
We need him. And who else out there are we getting for Randle? We want to trade Jeremy Grant for Randle? Not really, right? I mean, So until we find somebody better, we're stuck with Julius Randle.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're stuck with him.
Yeah, David Rios in the chat said, "Heck, you guys need to have a Mets show." Even though Heck is a Yankee fan, David Rios, don't you worry. We will be having a Mets show.
Brew is coming
this
back
season.
Soon.
We had one last year with Eddie Presley and the fellas. We're gonna have another one this year. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the content that we have coming on to the channel. But boys, we've had some chatter from a guy who supports the Knicks in the mainstream media. I think all of us know who that is. Big Perk, Uncle Kendrick Perkins. I want to play this clip right here, and then we'll be right back to enjoy the conversation. But let's play this clip.
Wait. We international, baby. What up, Carlos from Porto? How you doing? All right, we'll play the clip.
And you spoke on every damn team in the Eastern Conference, and you did not bring up the New York Knicks. And I'm going to tell you this one more time, okay?
Yeah.
I've been telling you this for weeks.
Yeah. You're trying to set me up for a fall.
No,
you're
I'm
trying
not.
to set me. You want to get my hopes up.
No.
That's what you're trying to do.
You know, you've been knowing me long enough to know when I'm trying to set you up. I'm not trying to set you up. I'm being real here. Okay. People don't believe me when I say this. This is the year. If the Knicks are trying to just go to a conference finals, this is the year for them to do it. Because I strongly believe if they bring their A game, they could beat Philly in the 7-game series. If they bring their A game, they could beat the Milwaukee Bucks in a 7-game series. Again,
I'm not ruling that out. I'm just saying when I speak that into existence, they break my heart. How many times are they supposed to break my heart?
I think that last part we could all agree with Stephen A. Smith. If we start talking about that, if we try to speak that into existence, the Knicks will break our heart. But I'm right there with Kendrick Perkins, right? The only thing that we're missing in order to make that leap is having someone to come off of the bench with that second unit to get some buckets when we need to get some buckets. Because like I said, in a 7-game series, whether it's the first round, second round, or the Eastern Conference Finals, you're not going to be able to get Jalen Brunson to score 40 points every game. If Brunson scores 40 points every game in the playoffs, Brunson will go down as the best player ever to play in the NBA, and that's not going to happen. So the front office, they need to do their diligence, find the perfect trade candidate. Don't get fleeced. Don't overtrade. Don't trade away certain assets that you shouldn't be trading away. Find the right piece for this bench.
We need 2 more players on this team. In my opinion, we need to get a starter. We need to get a starter that could basically help out Randle and Brunson. Okay, whether that's DeJounte or DeRozan, somewhere along that. And I think we need to get another bench piece. The bench piece I would like is I'd call up Detroit and I'd bring back Alec Burks. Supposedly the Pistons only have 2 or 3 second-round picks over the next 7 years. So they are thirsty for second-round picks. We could throw them that Obi exception and maybe 2-3 second-rounders, and we could get Alec Burks back here on that second unit. Burks is averaging 12 points a game in 20 minutes and shooting over 40% from the 3. So if you could get him at that price, that is a no-brainer to me. No-brainer.
2 things. I like the price, right? And I like the fit, right? I like the fit for the fact that he is already familiar with Tom Thibodeau and this system that we are running over here. So you don't have to go through a learning curve when it comes to bringing in someone new to your team and seeing if they fit with your coaches, with your squad, or with your rotations. Like I said, Alec Burks, he's been here. Tom Thibodeau forced him as a starter, as our starting point guard for some time for the entire season instead of putting out IQ there. That was horrible. I don't want that again. But having Alec Burks to come back and be that spark plug off of the bench, we know Alec Burks, he is a bucket getter. He is an ISO bucket getter. All we need for Alec Burks to be is that guy coming off of the bench. And that's the key thing. Just find the perfect role for Alec Burks. Don't try to have him come over here and do too much because he can't do too much. We saw that in that season he was a point guard. Just have him come over here, 15 to 20 minutes off of the bench, get his buckets until the starters are able to come back in.
Hector, all you're doing with Burks is you're putting him in Grimes' role because he'll do what we want Grimes to do. He'll play well, he's not the best defender, but he'll play some defense and he'll get us some points, and that's what we need, consistent.
Now, when it comes to Grimes, and I'll throw it over to you, Celso, to get your take on this, right? When it comes to Grimes, if I'm the front office, right, and this chatter that Grimes is frustrated and he wants to be traded or anything like that, if that's true, right, if there's any validity to that, I'm calling up other teams just to see how they feel about Quentin Grimes. I want to see what Quentin Grimes' value is on the trade market, because if I'm the front office, one, I'm not trading Quentin Grimes unless I get an all-star or a superstar back in return, right? But it doesn't hurt for front office just to check the waters to see what his trade value is out there. So that way in the offseason, when the offseason comes, if you're trying to trade Quentin Grimes, if nobody in the offseason is meeting what you're asking for, you could just call up those teams that you already had conversation with. Hey, these guys is willing to give me X, Y, and a third for Quentin Grimes during the season, but you're only willing to give me this after the season. Not too sure how that works out.
Real quick, guys, we got 125 in the building. If you guys can, if you haven't yet, smash the like. You know, we found out if you hit those likes, it actually helps the algorithm. It gets us in front of other people. You know, YouTube and their rules. All right, smacking the likey, hit the sub for us. I'm gonna just make my answer real short on Alex Burke. I'm right there with D Nice. Burks as a last resort. You know, I have a fear we get Burks. We're going to be forced to see Tibbs just put him in that starting unit. Like, I just don't trust that
I don't
at
think
all.
that will ever happen.
Okay, Jim and Jet says it. Trust the process. That's not a process I'm going to take. To me, Burks as a last resort. I get more excited about the Murray conversations and stuff like that. But, Eddie, you just said it. We need a this, a that, and a that. It's not just one need we have right now. Right? We mentioned it before. Yes, the trade with OG was dope. We're seeing the benefits of it. But getting rid of those two guys did open up other holes, plus the holes we already had, right? So it's one of those things where, to me, Alex Burks as a last resort. But I want to ask you guys real quick, too, because I see people in the chat saying it. Now Josh Hart being injured, right? So is that now another hole? How long is he going to be out? Is his knee really that bad? He's saying it usually happens around game 50, 55 where he has these knee problems, but he played in the playoffs. He played Team USA and all that, and he thinks that's why it's getting worse early, right? So that's another concern. It's another guy down. He finally has a freaking good game, and then boom, his ass is hurt. So I'm a little concerned that that's another hole we're going to have to address before the trade deadline, guys.
I think Hart is tough as nails, man. I mean, he's a guy that, he's throwing himself into court. He's diving for balls. He's going to get these type of injuries. And a couple of games before this, I think he had a sore knee. So, look, man, he's a tough dude. I'm not worried about Josh Hart. What up? But, yeah, I'm not worried about Josh Hart. He'll come back, give him his rest, and he'll come back and he'll give us what we need.
I'm also going to say this. I'll throw it to you, Heck. Anybody in the chat, we do want to do an open panel Friday like we always do, but we want to make sure that there's people that want to actually come up and hang out for a little bit and talk. We want to hear what your thoughts are on Burks, on Murray. We want your takes on how we're feeling about this game tomorrow, which we'll jump into in a little bit. So if you're down to jump on the open panel, drop a fire emoji in the chat. Let us know who wants to rock with us this AM. Go ahead.
Yes, or put a phone emoji in the chat.
Oh,
so you want to phone up, a little nice little phone. Shout out to Big Nick Energy in the building, BKA. How you doing? Burks has a weird contract for the Knicks to deal with. $10.8 million, too much for just Precious to match, and not enough for just Fournier to match. No, that makes perfect sense right there. I think if you add Precious Achua, or I think if you add Obi's trade exemption with a couple of second-round picks, because you know how that works out when you're trading second-round picks or first-round picks, they go towards the salary cap. I think you'll be able to get it done with the Obi trade exemption, which is 7.5 or 7.8 million, with a couple of second-round picks. If Burks' contract is $10 million, they'd be able to figure it out. But I think besides Alec Burke, Knicks are nice right here.
Actually, Heck, real quick, just want to shout out because you just brought them up on there. Big Nick Energy. Did y'all see them and Mill Media getting the response from Gilbert Arenas? Yeah, so shout out to you guys with him responding, and I didn't like his answer. So Big Nick Energy for the win on that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to Big Nick Energy. They do amazing things over there. Shout out to Mills Media. I really love her work. Like I said, when I met up with her at the Garden, I let her know she does amazing jobs when it comes to the post game over there with Big Nick Energy. Jacob says, Hector, time for your 30-minute roll call. Let's do it, Jacob. We got my guy Shy Powers in the building. Coach Siri 617 is in the building. How you doing? My guy Almighty Finesse is in the building. My guy Jacob Petruzzi, thank you for the reminder of the roll call. Gabrielle Phelps is in the building. Gabrielle, how you doing? David Rios said he's going to join for the open panel.
He's coming on twice.
Coach Siri 617 is going to join for the open panel. Appreciate you guys. Our future media says, let's go. 140 people in the building. Smack that like button. Let's continue the conversation. When it comes to Alec, I don't think it's just an Alec Burks thing. I think we saw it last night. The Knicks, they have to get a backup center. Credit to Precious. He's trying to, he gets all the effort. He gets all the brownie points. Give that guy a participation trophy, but he just doesn't have it when it comes to being a backup center. A backup power forward, he could be serviceable as a backup power forward.
Great.
But as a backup center in the NBA, he's only 6'8", 6'7", or 6'8" on the best day. He doesn't have it to be a backup center. The front office, they have to go out there. If you're going to go out there and get that, get Burks from Detroit, maybe go out there and see if there's another backup center out there that is just serviceable until Mitchell Robinson come back.
I don't think I can do this show anymore, guys.
Wow,
Okay, I come here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to have a good time, be with my my Knicks family with the Brew. But we gotta have guys that just had to take shots, in the chat. Cracker Nuts, why you gotta be so rude? Why? Why you gotta hurt my feelings, Cracker Nuts?
Shout out to Cracker Nuts. Shout out to all the Jet fans that are in the building. James E. Moore says, impressive panel discussion. Appreciate you more. I like that hat too. New York,
Does it have a sticker?
Made. No, it doesn't have a sticker because grown adults don't have stickers on their hats. Fitz Magic is in the building. My guy Gene,
Hey,
how you
Gene,
doing,
what it
Gene?
do? Hope the
In the
movie's
middle
going
of
well, bro.
unpacking, but had to stop to say what's up, Gene. I hope all is well with you, my guy. Eddie, I want to ask you, as somebody that you entertain the trade machine a lot on Twitter. That's what people know you as. Shout out to my brother Worldwide Mayberry in the chat. What it do? As somebody that entertains when it comes to the trade machine, has there been other centers that you've been having an eye on for the Knicks to go out there and trade? I know we've talked about Daniel Gafford from the Washington Wizards. I'm always messing up his name. What's your thoughts, Eddie? Go ahead.
Look, man, there's not a lot of centers out there right now. On the buyout market right now, it's I think Biyombo, unless he got signed. Obviously, there's Drummond, but the player who I think would fit in well if we make a DeJounte Murray trade would be Clint Capella. So you'd have to throw Mitch in that deal, right? It would go Grimes, Fournier, Mitch, and then we get back DeJounte, Clint, and AJ Griffin. Now, the reason for me for that is if you throw that, you have to throw Atlanta some picks. But since we give them Mitch, we don't have to give up any unprotected. We'll give them the 2025 Milwaukee pick, and maybe we'll give them this year's Dallas picks. This way, we're taking Clint Capella's $20 million this year off their hands and $20 million next year off their hands and letting them refresh their cap. Then we get back Clint Capella, who could be, iHeart's backup. And then next year, Capella's on an expiring contract making $22 million. That's something I'm entertaining. It's actually a trade I proposed to Michael Scotto, who was on Charlotte's Let's Talk Knicks Space last night.
Shout out to Scotto.
And he was like, yo, that's a deal that could be done. He's like, that's a deal that both teams would probably say yes to. So that's a little one I'd keep an eye on. But the other centers, look, you're not going to get a big name. It's going to be a buyout market. For Gafford, they're going to want picks. We don't, what do you want to trade Fournier for Gafford and picks? I don't. And Gafford's a young guy. The Wizards are going to keep him. So the best bet is Capella, man.
And when you look at that Capella contract, it's what the Knicks are looking to get back. They're looking to get back a contract that expires after next year or turns into an expiring contract this offseason. And that is what Capella's contract is, right? You get off of Evan Fournier, right? You flip Evan Fournier for Clint Capella's contract, and then you could use Clint Capella in the offseason as a trade with whatever team. And let's face it, right? If you're a team, who would you rather have a starter? Even if you were rebuilding for just one season, would you rather Clint Capella or would you rather Evan Fournier as a starter in your lineup? And I think most teams would say Clint Capella as a starter in their lineup.
Unless
I think
you
Clint
ask
Capella
Benji.
has
And
more
they get
value.
And they get Mitch in that deal too, fellas. They get Mitch too.
Yeah, and that's what helps the Knicks when it comes to having Hartenstein. The only question you have is, can Hartenstein repeat this next year and the years afterwards? That's the only question, because we saw Isaiah Hartenstein as a backup last year. He's been promising this year, but is he peaking? Will he be able to continue this going forward? That's the only question. I personally believe that what we're seeing out of Isaiah Hartenstein is something that you can give a 4-year contract to, and you don't have to worry about him regressing. But there's maybe some teams that may be hesitant just because he's been mostly a backup center for his career.
I'll just say this on Hartenstein. Ever since he's been a starter, the Knicks went from, I think, 28th or 27th in the league in free throws to, I think now we're down to like 14 or 13, something like that. It's crazy. So listen, that's a big deal for me at least. A lot of points we're getting back.
No, I'm right there with you, because that's the one issue we have with Mitchell Robinson. Heck, in the playoffs, they were hack a Mitch. Right before that 2-minute mark, they was hacking Mitch and sending him to the line. Yeah, they was doing it this year.
I like Jam and Jet said, we really don't know which team is playing with a poker face. We have to keep shaking the trees. Yeah, I mean, who was that put something on? I forgot. Shit, someone said earlier. They're like, come on, let's be real. There's about 20 names that'll be automatically attached to the Knicks because the Knicks have assets, the Knicks have picks, the Knicks we know are always looking for something. So it's like you're constantly saying all these names, but at least you throw ones that are realistic, Eddie. That the Capella idea is a realistic option. Real quick, everybody in the chat, just drop the link in there for the open panel. Hit the link. Come on up. Let us know your thoughts on everything. Hector, you want to give the first part of
Yes. When it comes to the open panel, guys, Celso just put it in the chat once again. Like always, if you guys come up here to the open panel, just always remember we have to respect the terms and services of YouTube, of Instagram, of Twitter, and of Facebook. Respect the terms and services for every place that we stream at. If you are in the middle of giving a take, or if somebody is in the middle of giving a take, allow them to finish, because the same time will be given to you, so you can finish your take as well. And we got over 150 people in the building, 160 people. If you guys can smack that like button, we are sitting at 52 likes. Let's get the stream up to 100 likes this morning. And again, we are sitting at 2,898 subscribers, 2 away from 2,900.
Come on,
if you guys can, please hit that subscribe button.
Hit the fucking subscribe button, you fucking.
Hey, Celso.
Yeah,
I got a curveball, right? And I just want to throw this in just because we hit 150 people in the chat. I know I don't want to catch you off guard, but are you down for a duck race this morning?
What?
Are you down for a duck race? It doesn't have to be now. It could be at the end of the show. Yes, we have a giveaway, because next week Sunday, January 28th, Woodbridge, New Jersey, John Starks will be in the building for an autograph signing. If you guys want a ticket to Woodbridge, New Jersey, to the bar right there, to the Woodbridge Bar and Grill, where John Starks will be doing an autograph signing, make sure you guys enter into the duck race later on in the show. It's a $199 fee. It's just
actually no, this is the John Starks autograph one, right? So we're gonna do $4.99 or higher. $4.99 or higher gets you entered into the duck race. So far, our boy who dropped that 20 banger on us, Jalabino, you are entered into the race. Any super chat $5 or higher gets you in it, and we will do a duck race. Yes, you just threw it on me. That's fine. I will warm up my Jim Nance duck.
Hey, and it works out because we just got to 2,900 on the subscribers. So we appreciate our community. We want to give you guys something fun, So next week, Sunday, Woodbridge, New Jersey, John Starks will be doing an autograph signing. The tickets are $50 to $75 a pop, but you can enter in to get one for free. $4.99 on the super chat gets you in the John Starks giveaway.
Let's go, John Starks, baby.
You guys have to be in the tri-state area. Right, I love everybody to participate, but if you're in Colorado, or if you're on the West Coast and you can't make it to Woodbridge, New Jersey, please try to save it for somebody who is in the tri-state area. That's the only thing I ask when it comes to that. But if you guys want $4.99, put the super chat in the chat so you guys can get entered into the giveaway.
Fun. I think we got somebody backstage. Our first person coming up for the open panel. Let me know you good back there with a thumbs up, my guy.
Shy, let's get a thumbs up, Shy.
Let's go. Shy Powers is in the building. What up, Shy?
What's good, fellas?
What up?
Chilling, bro.
What's
Chilling,
going
bro.
down?
How you feeling?
I'm trying to get over some sickness, but I'm feeling a little better, man.
Obvious.
I went to the doctor today. He gave me a shot and some medicine, so I'm feeling a little better. Little. I still got a little raspiness in my voice, but I'm feeling good. Salute to you guys, Eddie. Salute to you, Jiggaman. Salute Hector. Let's get it.
All right, Shy, you're the first one up today, bro. Where are you at with the Grimes situation, him wanting out? Who are you trading for? Give us your overall thoughts, bro.
I'm feeling like I do like the ideas that are out there about Murray and Capella. Salute to Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie said this about a month ago, and I do like that. But I think a better fit would possibly be, if we went to the Hawks, would be to get AJ and to get Bay, or to get Brogdon. I think Brogdon on that second unit would really help the team, and it would limit some of Jalen Brunson's minutes because he could facilitate. You could take maybe 4 or 5 minutes from what Jalen's doing now. He's playing like 36, 37 minutes. You can shorten his minutes, give them to him. And I think I like the Brogdon fit myself. And if we were looking to get someone to facilitate in that second unit.
Listen, I've always been a fan of the Brogdon trade. One, you're getting a guy who won the Sixth Man of the Year award last year for the Boston Celtics, somebody who was in the postseason in the East last year with the Celtics. And Brogdon, and when we saw Brogdon last, when the Knicks faced off against the Trailblazers, you could just tell that mentally Brogdon has checked out when it comes to being a part of the Portland franchise, right? Brogdon just doesn't have that energy to come and play for a team that's playing horrible right now, competing for a lottery spot at this moment. So I think when it comes to Brogdon, we'll be able to get him on the cheap if you offer up some second-round picks, Evan Fournier's contract, and then his $22 million. You could use Brogdon's contract this offseason if you're trying to trade for that star. So it's a guy that we can get. Probably we could get a lightning in a bottle, get him motivated to come over to New York. Like I said, he was the sixth man last year with the Boston Celtics. If we could get him out of that situation in Portland, I think it will give Brogdon just a shot of energy and revive him for the rest of the season.
And with that being said, we could also still get Alec Burks. You know what I mean? It'd be Brogdon, Alec Burks, and Josh Hart as a small forward, with Precious until Mitchell Robinson comes back. So that could be something, to look forward to. It'll strengthen that second unit up tremendously.
Yeah, but my only thing with the Brogdon thing is, that's you're gonna have to trade Evan Fournier in that deal. I want to save Evan Fournier myself personally for the bigger name, for the DeJountes, for the DeRozans. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather keep. But
you have Brogdon's contract. That's what you have. You're turning Evan Fournier into Malcolm Brogdon with this contract. His expiring deal.
But then you can't trade him in another package for Murray.
Yeah, I think the Brogdon.
Eddie want that Murray thing.
I like Murray too. I think the Brogdon deals. I think the Brogdon deal happens if we can't make Murray happen. That's the only way.
For me, Malcolm Brogdon's like Plan G. You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there.
Right
there. I'm right there with you.
If Murray don't work out, if DeRozan don't work out, if maybe one of those Utah players don't work out, then it's last minute gun to our head. Brogdon for a couple second rounders, done deal. Sign me up.
I think Brogdon is a more realistic option than DeMar DeRozan. I think me personally.
And you got to take into consideration Brogdon is like top 5 in catch and shoot off the dribble. You know what I mean? He if you look at Murray, I think he's somewhere ranked around 100, 120, somewhere around there. But Brogdon is off the catch and shoot. He's an excellent catch and shoot shooter off the dribble. You know what I mean? And he could distribute the basketball. He definitely could rebound the basketball. Sixth man of the year last year. You stick him. He's not going to be looking for a whole lot of minutes. This is one of my biggest to take Murray and put him into the starting unit and put DiVincenzo back into the second unit. You know what I mean? If Murray is not getting more than 24 minutes a game, it's going to be a problem. But if Brogdon gets 24 minutes a game, you won't hear a chirp from nobody. That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah, Stephen Bloom, because you guys brought up DeJounte Murray, and I think DeJounte Murray, to me, I think that is the number one target the Knicks should try to go after at the trade deadline to improve the starting lineup. But like Begley put there, the Knicks are interested in DeJounte, but the price might be too high. Stephen Bloom in the chat says Murray is the only deal worth making, in my opinion. Brogdon, if you can get him for Fournier and scraps. When it comes to DeJounte Murray, that asking price, according to the reports, according to the rumors, are astronomical. They're asking for more than what they gave up to get him. So realistically, I don't think the Knicks will try to trade for Murray unless that asking price comes down. At most, I think the Knicks will be willing to give up 2 first-round picks for DeJounte Murray. At most.
Or you throw in Mitch in the deal and you see if they'd value Mitch higher than they would the draft picks.
Maybe, because at least Mitchell Robinson is proven in the NBA, even though he's had histories when it comes to injuries. If you could offer Mitchell Robinson, even Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier for DeJounte Murray, Clint Capella, and throw a first-round pick and a couple second-round picks, how can you say no to that if you're Atlanta? You got your center for the future who is on a team-friendly deal. You got Quentin Grimes, who's another young player. You got a first-round pick coming back. You're getting off of Clint Capella's $20 million for next season with Evan Fournier's expiring contract. So, unless Atlanta really wants more first-round picks, I think that's the only way they say no.
Yeah. What is realistically, and sorry if I missed it, I need to take care of something for Brogdon, because I know people keep talking about, Brogdon being an option or a backup option. Like realistically, Eddie, what are we giving up for a Brogdon?
It's going to be Evan in one of those protected picks. That's what it seems like. I mean, they're Portland saying they want a first for Brogdon. I don't think they'll get an unprotected first, but maybe this year's Dallas pick they could get for him with Fournier. Yeah, man, that's the furthest I'll go. I'm not even going to give him that Milwaukee pick because I think that Milwaukee pick will be better than the Dallas pick. They'll be lucky to get that for Brogdon.
Okay. Well, while we got you up here, Shah, I want to jump into this topic real quick. And again, guys, the open panel link is in the chat. We same for you guys. Anybody that wants to come up, talk, we want to get your takes on that. Yeah. But guys, it is tomorrow. Back to where it ought to be.
Oh, yeah.
The kids are back in the building. I, for one, love Jalen Brunson's answer. He was asked about facing RJ and Amanda quickly on Saturday. Those guys mean a lot to me. They welcomed me here, helped introduce me to things with this team, with the city. Wish them all the best. I hope they don't play well on Saturday. I'm right there with you, JB. Shah, how you feeling about tomorrow's game, bro?
Oh, well, we really going to see if we made a good trade, or if we made a great trade, or we made a bad trade. You know what they're going to end up doing with RJ? They're going to put OG on RJ to try to lock him down, and you're going to see Brunson against quickly, and that's going to, that's the main cusp of what it is going to be. If our guys, do you think Brunson is going to outplay quickly? Do you think quickly is going to come in the garden and score 35 points? I think OG is going to show out tomorrow against his old team. I think he's going to put a lockdown on RJ, and we're going to see that we made a better deal to get these guys to get OG here, and even with Precious on the bench and Malachi Flynn, I think we're going to see tomorrow that we played better, and I think the Knicks are going to be up for this game big time tomorrow.
Yeah, Eddie, what's your thoughts, Eddie? I thought
Knicks are nice that RJ dropping 30 on him tomorrow.
Listen, man, I could care less about RJ and quickly. As far as I'm concerned, they're dead to me. They're done. I don't have any loyalties whatsoever to these guys. I hope we kill them. I hope we destroy them. I think OG's going to be on Scotty Barnes, though. I'll tell you that. And we know.
Wait, Eddie, stop. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I have to, because another person stepped in backstage, and the
Yeah.
more we talk, the less he has left to say. He's
Yeah, I don't
always
wanna
blaming
take
us
all
for
of his
taking
takes.
all his takes. So let's
Yeah.
let him give his thoughts on it, and then you and I can go back to talking about
Sure.
screw RJ and IQ. Wiz is in the building. Where you at, Wiz?
What up,
What it
what up,
do,
what up,
Wiz?
Where's the
Ready,
fly
all the
guy?
picks ready.
We took them all. All right, he's now stopping by anyways.
But Eddie dropped a take earlier that was a gem. And really, what I said about you, Eddie, you're all right, but you know that was a gem right there. That trade, Mitch, Fournier, I mean Grimes, Picks, Capella, AJ Griffin was a key part. Also, you mentioned.
Gotta get AJ in that building.
I'm telling you, man, I think that's a gem right there.
That's what spiced it up, right? It's weird.
And I'm saying, man, we got to go for that. We got to go for that because
And the NBA reporter Michael Scotto said that's a deal Atlanta will take, Wiz.
Oh man,
Last night he told me that.
I love it. I love it. And so I see so many benefits in that. I see us. I wish I could throw pressures in there as well. So I want to free up enough space from, for teams to not have too many things to think about because you can't think beyond 9 players. So give him 9 players he wants to play. Most of them also, I was pissed. He Turner, but most of them want to bring I want to give him the 9 players, but I want to bring players in. He's gonna play where he brings our guys down. Because last night, I thought about Isaiah Thomas from Celtics when I saw Brunson. I'm like, oh man, he's gonna hurt Brunson.
Yeah,
I think personally, he also hurt Mitch a little bit more when they put Mitch back in the second half when he got an ankle injury. He made it worse. It probably could have been a 3-week injury instead of an 8-week
agree, Wiz. Yeah.
So I always see Tibbs doing that to the players, playing guys 48 minutes or 24 straight minutes in the second half. Crazy. Even if we're sucking, we gotta take the loss if we have to. Take the loss and preserve the players. So I was really bad about that. But I love DeJounte. I think DeJounte is a multi-skilled player. His contract's excellent. Capella's contract is great. Both of those are tradable pieces right away this summer if you want to go for a bigger piece. Even Malcolm Brogdon, I like him, but I think DeJounte and Capella are much better value to trade than Malcolm will be if we're trying to get a bigger piece. People will want those two guys. In addition, our picks, man, guys, our picks, none of them are of extreme value. The protected ones right now from Washington and Detroit convey to second rounders, guys. They're going to be second rounders. They're going to convey. Our next pick, if we get those players, it could be number 28. If we played well, we're number 30. So why do you want that pick when we don't even have to draft the guy anyway? If we draft him, Tim's going to play him anyway. He'll be in the G League. And then Dallas's pick, again, if Dallas does what they're doing and Kyrie click, they could be 24, 26 pick again. Again, not that valuable. Milwaukee's pick next year. If Milwaukee and I mean, when Dollar Dave goes like this, when he's going like this and he does it in the playoff, that could be number 30 next year. I mean, I'm not saying.
Or if one of them gets hurt, it could be a top 10 pick.
To make our move. I'm just sorry. I don't think it's too much to talk about. Double A's here, and I love when I hear Double A because he's on a Triple A battery. A Double A battery. He's energy, man.
My guy Wiz.
Amazing, man. Damn. Jigga, Hector. Fire.
I appreciate you, Wiz, and again, always appreciate you jumping onto the open panels. Always supporting us. But we gotta throw it over to Double A. My guy Double A is getting ready for
before Double A gives his take. 2 things, actually a couple things. One, if you're in the building, smash the like for your boys. We got over 130 in the building rocking with us. Smash the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't yet. Listen, people, we have to keep saying this stuff because you're not doing the job. If you want me to stop saying this shit, just show up, hit the likey, hit the subby, and then say, hey, Jig, I already hit it. Shut the hell up. And I will. I'll shut up. Number 2, I love how we're like, hey, everybody, respect the terms and conditions. And everybody does it. But I love how everybody shows up driving in a freaking car, looking illegal as shit, Double A, Wiz, everybody. All right, and the last thing I'll say is, if you're in the building, all you got to do is drop a $5 super chat. Get yourself entered, win a ticket to go see John Starks, get an autograph, be up in the building for the event. And on that note, Double A, the fittest 60-year-old in the building, what it do?
You
Oh,
on
you
mute.
muted, Double A. There it is.
What up, Doc? How you fellas doing?
What up,
Chilling,
Double
Double A.
A?
How you doing, Double A?
Hey,
Hope all
hey,
is well.
hey, I'm with you, man. These people got to get up with the super chats. When we got our host, Jiggaman Porto, leaving stickers on his hat, so he has to return it. That's not right.
I'm not saying I'm broke or anything, but
He needs some cash right now. He needs some
He's
serious.
definitely going to return it.
what I
after the
need
show,
is
Double
a head that fits hats, bro. Look at this shit. My peanut ass head don't fit. All right, go ahead, Double A.
Do they make that size anymore?
No, he got
Listen,
extra
I went to
medium.
Baby Gap and everything. All right, bro. They don't have even the
His
kitty
hat
size.
size is extra medium in the kids section. Go ahead, Double A.
Hey, fellas, look, Brunson taking 27 shots is not a good look. You know, Anunoby, for his great shooting percentage, took 10 shots. You know, and look, he still had, 17 points, 19 points.
Mhm.
I mean, the thing is like you guys was talking about earlier, if they find a way that they can trap Brunson and render him ineffective, we're cooked. But he has to help too, because during the season you got to get everybody involved. You got to get your bench involved. That way they can fill in. That way your players are not worn down, because Tibbs is a maniac, bro. Come on, man. He even played Brunson that many minutes just coming back off of a leg injury. We needed the victory, but damn.
He don't trust them other guys, man.
That's what it is.
He don't
That's
trust
what it
them.
is, Shy.
He don't trust them. I see it, man. That's why these guys are getting so much minutes now. That's why you see
Rightfully
OG
so.
43 minutes, Jalen Brunson 40 minutes, Julius Randle. He doesn't trust Achua. He doesn't trust Grimes. He doesn't trust Deuce. He doesn't trust.
Achua only had 5 minutes or something?
Yeah, he don't trust them. He don't trust those guys,
They
man.
can't score.
That's exactly why these guys are getting so many minutes. To me, that's what I see. I don't think he trusts any of those guys. Any of those guys that I just mentioned, he puts them in there to try to give them a break. As soon as they make a fault, then he's like, "Oh man, get him like Brunson. Come on, Brunson. Let's go, Brunson. Come on, Julie. Come on. The dude, the Diachi. Come on. He doesn't trust none of those guys. That's why these guys are getting so many. Getting heavy minutes right now. And I believe if we could get someone to supplement, like this is one of the reasons why I thought Brogdon would be a great fit, because I think he could trust Brogdon. Brogdon is a proven player. He comes from one of those schools like Villanova. He's a hard grinded out type of guy. 6th man of the year last year. I think he can take some minutes from Brunson to give it to Brogdon. So this way Brogdon can have somewhere around 18 to 24 minutes, almost as similar minutes to what Quickly was getting in that second unit. You know what I mean? I like the way the starting unit is playing right now. I like the way DiVincenzo is playing with Brunson in that starting unit. I think that starting unit is really, really good right now. If we make a trade to bring somebody in here like a Murray, which I think it would take over time, it would be better. But I think it would take a couple of games for them to get really acclimated together. I like Murray. I like Murray 2 years ago when before Brunson was here. You know what I mean? So I would I like him, but I think if we're looking for a fit for this team, I think Malcolm would be a better fit in that second unit, and you could pair somebody else with that trade exception that we have from Obi to get somebody else in to help that second unit, at least for this year.
Great
But
point.
Sean, that's still
I just want to take
player, maybe two. We need 4 players you trust, right? We need 4 players you trust. So yeah, we got DiVincenzo and Josh. If Josh is good.
All right, Wiz, just give me 1 second, Wiz. I'll throw it right. I'll throw it right back over to Wiz. I just want to shout out everybody that's in the building. My guy Knicks 100 is in the building. Knicks 100, how you doing? Kerry Cox is in the building. Kerry Cox,
sir.
I hope all is well. Happy New Year's, my guy. Alex Nieves is in the building. Salute to you. Our guy M from Twitter is in the building. M,
X.
how you doing? Salute, salute. Or it's called X, as the young kids call it nowadays. Keith Turner is in the building. My guy, Keith Turner. David Rios is still rocking with us. Jacob Petruzzi, thank you for always giving me the alarm. Salute to you, my guy. Nikki P is still in the building, rocking out. Our guys from Still Knick fans, Ron and John, is in the building. Guys, we are sitting at 79 likes, 21 away from 100. Come on, we could get 100 likes, 21 more. Smack that like button. Let's get up to 100. Shout out to my guy Jonathan, who is in the building.
And we'll keep the open panel open for a couple more minutes. We'll put one more last call in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, I'm dropping it now. Schwabank, it's in the chat. Go ahead, Hector.
Exactly. So I just want to bring up, a couple more, just one more topic for the open panel before we go around. I know we were talking about DeJounte Murray and the asking price being a bit out there. Eddie, I already know what your trade package is going to be. So I'm gonna throw it over to you, Celso. I want to know what your trade package for DeJounte Murray, and then let's ask the fellas what are they comfortable with when it comes to a package for DeJounte Murray. And then after it, our residential GM, aka the trade machine maestro, Eddie Presti, will grade the trades and see which one he liked the best. Folks in the chat, let us know as well. What is a trade package you are willing to give up for Sir DeJounte Murray? Cels, I'll throw it over to you. What are you giving up for Murray?
It's funny because, we brought on Eddie Presti to the Morning Brew for a reason. So when these questions are asked, I text this man and say, Eddie, tell me what I need to do in this package, all right?
I thought it was for cursing only.
No, that's in his contract. He must drop an F-bomb every 6 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
And actually, Eddie, you're actually a couple
Still
minutes
wanna
behind.
be
We just hit the
confused.
hour and 7 mark. You haven't dropped one in a while.
Fuck.
Give me some.
Fuck it, shit, man. All right. So in my best Bill Burr voice, I'm going to say if it's Grimes, Fournier, and then many, 2 first rounders to get it done, fuck it, get it done. Hey, how was that, Eddie?
Perfect.
That was pretty spot on. Shy, I'm going to throw it over to you, Shy. When it comes to DeJounte Murray, what is the trade package you're willing to give up in order to get Murray? And then throw it over to Wiz, and then throw it over to Double A, and then Eddie will grade the trade packages.
I'm right there with Jigga. If we're gonna do it, it'll be Evan Fournier, Quentin Grimes. I believe the 24 first round pick for us, and maybe the Dallas or the Milwaukee first round pick. We'll probably get it done.
Copy. Wiz, the Wiz kid himself. Give me some wisdom, my guy. What's your package for DeJounte?
Now, if it's straight up for DeJounte, then yes, the package is going to be Grimes, Fournier. But I'm giving up all 3 of those picks this year. I'm giving up Detroit, Washington, and ours, or even Dallas, anyone they want. I'm giving them 3 so it looks good for them. Feel like they got 3 picks back before they gave up. I'll give that up because we're only going to draft 1 guy this year if we do. And those other 2 picks, Detroit and Washington, they're not going to convey the first rounders. Because those teams are going to suck for a decent on the year or so. They're going to convey the second rounders. So let's give them the 3 picks. Make them feel good like they got something. But I do want to keep going again. Bring back what Eddie said earlier. That we need more players because Tibbs got to trust 9 guys. If he trusts 7, he's going to play 7. If he trusts 6, he's going to play 6. Tibbs will run those guys to the ground. So get those extra players. AJ Griffin is a hidden gem. Capella is a nice, solid piece that's going to expire next year. That becomes a 4-year contract like. And DeJounte is a piece that people want out there, but they're all hesitant right because they're asking too much. So he's, again, a bigger package. DeJounte, Capella, if you want to throw, Flynn and whatever in next year for a big piece, let's give that, whoever's going to come next year, give them those. And then next year's picks, Milwaukee, our own picks, all the way through 31, of course, every other year. We got a big piece coming this summer if we want to. But let's make the move and let's give them those pieces because it's not going to be useful to us at all in the next year. So let's go for it, man.
I hear that.
Okay, I hear that. Double A, the floor is yours. What's your takes when it comes? What's your trade package? And again, we're sitting at 89 likes, 11 away from 100. smash the like button. Go
Wait,
ahead, Double A.
stop. Time out, Double A. Hold on. Oh, his camera went out anyways. All right, Double A will be right back. We got another entry for the duck race. Parrish coming in with that $5 super chat, keeping the lights on and possibly going to see John Starks. How you doing? Deuce wrongfully took blame for the Orlando loss. He was doomed. His confidence and bravado in Philly has disappeared. Tibbs let him take blame.
That's a solid take, Paris.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna argue against that one. But we waiting for Double A to come back so he could give us our take when it comes to that. Paris, again, thank you for the $5 super chat. We will enter you into the John Starks duck race. Folks out there, if you want to enter in for a chance to go to a John Starks autograph signing, it will be happening January 28th. Woodbridge, New Jersey, at the Woodbridge Brewery Company. I will be in the building covering the event. So if you guys want to enter in for a chance to meet John Starks, get a picture, get an autograph, it's just the $4.99 super chat. You will
And
be
get a
entered
hat
into the
with a
rubber duck.
sticker.
Exactly. By the way, Heck,
The next show we do here.
Can you read out right now what Detroit and watching the picks become? If we don't get them this year, which we won't, what will they convey to next year? So everyone who's crying about giving up those 2 picks, what will they convey to next year? If we won second rounders next year or 2 years from now, they're not going to convey. So why people talking about, oh, we're going to give up 2 first-round picks? They are not 2 first-round picks right now.
Yeah.
They're 2 protected first-rounders that will not convey this year. And I guarantee at least one conveys to 2 second rounders next year. And then the other one, Washington and Detroit are doomed for the next year. They're not going to make it next year either. They're going to be lottery picks. So again, we will not get those picks. So when you say first rounders, they are not first rounders.
Oh, you good, Wiz? We can't hear you now. Hold on one second. There you go.
Okay, so yeah, they're not first rounders. I'm just saying, let's share with the chat guys. We're saying giving up 2 first rounders for Dante and for DeJounte when they're not going to convey the first rounders. We got to be clear about what these picks actually are worth.
No, yeah.
From now, if anything.
Yeah. Double A, we gonna throw it over to you.
What's up,
what's your trade
sorry about
package?
that,
No, all good, Double A, all good.
Calling me in, cutting the off. Listen, mine's gonna
Okay,
be
bro.
easy because I'm not giving up nothing for him. Because if I'm gonna trade first round picks and Grimes and all that, then I'm going for the money, bro. I'm going for Spider or I'm going for marketing. And if I can't get either one of them, then I'm gonna settle for a backup center and a backup player off the bench. Because remember, man, Dante's doing the job, bro. And we need to find a way to cut all this money we're allocating to role players. Because we bring Murray in, that's another salary. And I'm keeping Isaiah. I'm not letting Isaiah go. I don't know about you guys. We can't.
No, I'm right there.
Yo, I sat down with my son yesterday, Double A, and I
you.
said, look, I love you, but if it takes my firstborn to have iHeart Fan Club continue next season, just know you might be working for Madison Square Garden, all right?
I want to shout out David Rios with the $4.99 super chat. David Rios says, best Knicks chat around. Keep up the great work, fellas. David Rios, thank you for the $4.99, helping us keep the lights on. And again, entering you into the contest for John Starks. And also, I just want to say this. If you guys are outside of the tri-state area, just hit my head right here. If you want to enter into the John Starks autograph giveaway, enter into it. If anything, if you're outside, you can't make it, let us know. I will make sure that I will get that autograph for you. I will get that picture signed for you, and we'll just mail it out to you, right? So if you want to enter in, $4.99 super chat, we will enter you into the duck race so you can have a chance to win an autograph picture from John Starks. If you're in the tri-state area and you can make it, awesome. But if you're outside of the tri-state area, I will make sure I will get the autograph and I will mail it to you myself personally. Bobby Santiago with the $5 super chat. We will be entering Bobby into the giveaway later on in the show. What's the worst case that can happen? We give up a lot of assets and we win a chip. Bring in what we need. Stop overthinking. What do you think? Listen, Bobby, if you could guarantee us a chip, if we could get a chip, I don't think any Knicks fan would say no to that right now. And let me know if I'm off base with this, and I'll throw it over to Eddie so he could give his grade on the trades. Right now, the New York Knicks, and I've been saying this for a while, we have been what the Chicago Cubs was when it comes to baseball. Not winning a championship since the early 1900s, being the laughing stock not only of baseball but of pop culture in general. I was watching a podcast yesterday and some random dude said the New York Knicks are bum juice. He's not even a basketball fan, and random basketball fans don't even respect the New York Knicks. So if the New York Knicks are able to get that championship and we can stop being the punching bag of just pop culture, I will be happy and I would take that. Eddie, I'll throw it over to you. Grade the trades. Which one you like the best, my guy?
Hold on real quick. Yo, Sha, Wiz, Double A, appreciate you guys so much for joining the open panel. We're going to drop you guys down, and we're going to let Eddie grade some of these options that were thrown out in the chat as well. Appreciate all three of you guys for chopping it up with us. We'll see you later.
I appreciate you fellas as well.
Yeah, buddy. All right, Eddie.
Frankie V in the chat says, yo, fellas, great show. Eddie is the GOAT and some fresh maroon.
Hey, Frankie, here, you know, I'm going to tell you, Frankie, Eddie outgrew some of his older jackets, like the real colorful ones. He's shipping them over to his boy, and him and I are just going to dress up on shows and not even talk. We're just going to sit here with me and my sticker in a suit. Go ahead, Eddie. Grade the open panel. What do you think of their trade options, bro?
Dude, do you want me to be like a real hard grader, or do you want me to be...
Well, I mean, again, you haven't dropped a couple F-bombs and your contract is running up. Johnny in the building with a
Johnny says, I have PTSD from the duck races.
The next show I do on the Morning Brew, for everybody that gives a $5 super chat, I'm going to give away this baby right here. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to give this away. It's on backwards. Look at this.
Hey,
let's go. On the next time I'm here, every $5 super chat that is getting given away the next time I go.
And no, he didn't punch a kid in the face for that thing. No, see you guys in the chat.
We can either confirm or deny those allegations.
Double A with the $4.99. We're gonna put Double A into the duck race as well. Go ahead, Eddie.
Okay, so Double A, I give the least grade to. I give him a C+ because he just said to upgrade the bench. I can't live with just upgraded bench. I'm sorry. You get a C+ there. Sha,
we talked about it at the beginning. We'll get into it at the end. Go ahead.
I'll give you a B. I'll give you a B, something like that. But the best of them was my man Wiz. Wiz gets the A. He gets the A for effort because
Wiz.
He goes, where he sold me was give up all the protected picks. That's what I like to hear. I don't want to hear anything about unprotected picks. So Wiz gets the win. He gets the A because no protected picks, and he's willing to do what it takes to get a deal done. So he'll give up Mitch. I heard that. So we're going to give up Mitch. We'll give up some protecteds, and we're going to bring our asses DeJounte. We're going to get AJ Griffin, and we're going to get Clint Capella, and we're going to be a new team, and we might be making a dance in the Eastern Conference Finals. Dare I say it, the NBA Finals.
Oh, he said it. Oh, shit.
I want it. He definitely said it. He definitely said it. My guy Knicks are nice. They put in the chat earlier. I thought we touched on him, but Bruce Brown, if we didn't, I do apologize. Oh, I could tell Eddie is already a fan of Bruce Brown. But when it comes to Bruce Brown, he is a good, solid 3D defender. He is a nice 3-point shooter, a solid defender as well. A nice piece for the bench. The Knicks were looking at him actually this offseason before signing Dante DiVincenzo. He basically got double of what Dante is getting at the moment. But our guy Jay Boogie, the closer, says, shout out to the chat and panel. Blessings, health, happiness on this beautiful Friday. Landry feels you still a Knick. Don't do no other deals without talking to us. Last, again, 3 capital S's to the dome. Shout out to my guy Jay Boogie, the closer.
We need 4 more likes to get to 100. Smash it if you have. I will say right now we've got 6 people entered in the John Stark autograph signing giveaway. We'll keep that open a little bit longer. $5 super chats. While we're still talking about some of these trades, I saw this one in here. Hold on, Eddie. What do you think of? Oh, snap, man. Yo, our chat is lit. They just, I got to scroll and scroll.
Ooh, hold on. It's 2024, and we haven't seen them. Go ahead.
Fournier, Grimes, and 4 picks from Mikal Bridges. I'm so in for the Villanova boys. Is Boggle crazy? I love the name Boggle. Isn't that a game? Boggle.
I'm not sure if he's crazy, but go ahead, Eddie. What's your thoughts?
There's no way in hell I'm giving up 4 picks for Mikal Bridges. Great player, but if I'm giving up 4 unprotected picks, it's going to be for Embiid. It's going to be for Luka. It's going to be for the best of the best, because that's what KD went for. KD went for 4 unprotected picks.
Yeah.
And if you're talking protected picks, something like that, I'll give it a listen. But do you guys really think the Nets are just going to hand us Mikal Bridges and say, here you go, fellas, go win a championship with our best player. Here you go, just take them.
And that's the thing. I don't think the Nets are going to do business with us, but I know I just saw this person in the chat. Shout out to my guy, SK. The smoking Nick is in the building. SK, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well. Happy New Year's, happy holidays to you, my brother. Folks out there, you know we support all of the Knicks content creators. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to my guy, the Smoking Nick. And Alex Neves with a $9.99 super chat. It's just blank. He just said, "Get me into the duck race." Point blank. Period. We got another person for the duck race. We got 4 more minutes for the duck race before we do it. If you guys want to enter in for a chance to win an autograph ticket to go and see John Starks at a Q&A giveaway, make sure you throw in the $4.99 super chat. If you can't make it but still want to get an autograph signed, put the $4.99. If you win, I will make sure I will mail you the autograph from Mr. John Starks.
Native Sports. Smash the like and the sub. What the freak are y'all doing? And we just hit 100 likes on this pod. Nice. Let's go, people. Keep running it up. Appreciate it. I'm gonna step back off screen for a second. Heck, let you and Eddie hold it down. Let me set up the duck race. All right.
Go ahead.
This is the last call.
Last call for the duck race.
You want in on the John Starks action, or you just want to tip us because Eddie's jacket is so fire? Do it. Let's go. Oh, I got to get my gym dance ready. And the race.
Come on, $5.
Go drink some tea. Eddie, let's talk real quick about the different trade scenarios, because Woj put an article out. I know we talked about it on the last show, but there's been some rumors over the past 24 hours, especially with Quentin Grimes coming out or it's being leaked that Quentin Grimes, he wants to get out of here. He's frustrated with the role that he has on the team at the moment, and he's expressed that to the front office. Like I said, if I'm the front office, I'm calling up other GMs to see what they value Quentin Grimes at the moment. That way in the offseason, I'll be able to have like a middle ground, right, of understanding the market when it comes to what the gauge at perfect. I can gauge what it is when it comes to the market for Quentin Grimes. What's your thoughts? And again, talk about the Quentin Grimes situation.
All right. Well, look, man, I think Quentin Grimes is going to be first out the door. Heck, I think he's going to be the first guy that's going to be traded. I think he's going to be, probably the first person every other GM is going to ask for is Quentin Grimes. Guy makes $3.8 million. A lot of GMs around the league look at Grimes as a 3-and-D player. They look at him as a guy they could plug in, and they look at him as a guy that maybe if they give him an opportunity, he plays different and could come into that player that we all thought he was going to be. So that's my take on Grimes. I think he still has value. But, to other he's gonna have more value to other teams because he does have game. Well, let's be honest. He just can't, for whatever reason, it just didn't work out here. It's almost like the same thing with RJ. It just never really, he's never been consistent. But he's only making a few million bucks, so he's gonna be one of the first guy moves. Heck.
Shout out to Jay Boogie, another $5 super chat, another enter in for the duck race to get an autograph from John Starks. Jay Boogie says, let me find out Eddie's still waiting for the train doors to close and he's snatching rope chains off of people before the doors close. Send that maroon jacket. Shout out to Jay Boogie, the closer. Like I said, Jay Boogie, you just have been entered in for the giveaway when it comes to the John Starks autograph signing. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Let's go through the chat. My guy Keith Turner says Grimes is frustrated. I'm frustrated just watching him play. Good readings, Keith. We right there, right? Because I said it earlier in the show when it comes to Quentin Grimes. Yesterday was the perfect game. Quentin Grimes to show up. No Josh Hart. You could have went out there, took his minutes, but and that's the thing that we've seen the potential when it comes to Quentin Grimes. And somebody in the chat before I throw it over to you, Celso, somebody in the chat. Hold on, because I had highlighted it.
While you're looking,
when it,
all right.
Go ahead.
Well, I would say John threw one in there. Oh boy, John. By the way, if you guys didn't see, Monday night we got to rock with Still Knicks fans with Ron and John. Had such a great time, great conversation, real emotional because it was right after the loss that night. But go check it out if you haven't yet. Go subscribe to our boys over at Still Knicks fans. He said, fellas, what you think about Grimes, Fournier, and 2 firsts for Dejounte Murray and Sadiq Bey?
Go ahead, Eddie. No,
it depends which 2 firsts. It depends which 2 firsts we're given. If they're unprotected, I'm out. I'm out on unprotected picks. The reason why I'm out on unprotected picks is because if Donovan Mitchell becomes available this summer or Joel Embiid becomes available this summer, you want to keep all your unprotected picks because that is the currency. The currency, that is how you get yourself a superstar. That is how you get yourself into being a finals contender, into winning a fucking chip.
There it is. We got an F-bomb.
You got to keep those unprotected picks. So yes. Do I want DeJounte? Do I want Sadiq Bey? Give them to me. But I'm not giving you those unprotected picks. I'll give you protected picks. And that's where I end. But I'll even throw you Mitchell Robinson. But I still like DeMar DeRozan, by the way. I still like DeMar DeRozan.
We know you like DeMar DeRozan. I don't think there's...
Damn right, that kid. He was standing in the wrong place.
Slap that shit right off.
Allegedly.
The subway door was closed. I snatched it, pushed him right in.
He's so stupid. All right, let's take a quick break. Let's do a duck race, guys. How we feeling? Duck race time. Appreciate all the people that dropped the super chat. Here it is. We're about to call a duck race. The winner gets the John Starks event. Go ahead.
Yes, we are sitting at 2,905 subscribers, guys. 95 subs away from 3K. Like my guy Celso said, we're going to do the duck race. This is for a chance for you guys to win a ticket to go to the autograph signing with John Stark, Woodbridge, New Jersey, at the Woodbridge Bar and Grill. If you're not in the tri-state area and you enter it, I will make sure that I will get you the autograph and mail it to you myself. Guys, if you can smack that like button, hit the subscribe button, donate to the channel, and help us.
Hold on, because
we gotta put Frankie.
We're a fair channel. We're fair.
We gotta put
we don't
Frankie.
Screw people over. Frankie just dropped a little super chat. I'll let you read it. I'll enter him.
Frankie, come on.
Frankie with the $4.99. He says he's still in on Donovan Mitchell or Die Camp. JB Mitchell and OG would cruise in the playoffs. Oh, and Zach Wilson set the Jets back by 5 years.
There it is, Frankie. First of all, shout out Frankie because the one I watched yesterday that you were on the post, man, that was a great takes. Great episode, bro. Killed it. But damn, man, can y'all take it easy on me? All right, I get it. All right, I get it.
He's just as big of a Jets fan as you
are. I know. Frankie and I would have a good time drinking, watching some Jets game. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, Frankie. That's one of the best chats we've seen all day.
Let me make sure I've got it. Let me know if it comes up full screen. All right, so no more entries. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the duck race, and let the race. If this is your first time here, guys, yes, we do duck races. You were like, what the hell are they talking about with duck races? Yes, we do damn duck races on the Brew. This is the only way to do a giveaway. Let the race begin. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. John Starks event. You get an autograph. You get to see Starks. You get to talk about the dunk. And Double A says, shit, I'm taking the lead, damn it. I want to win this thing. Double A in the lead. Look at Jay Boogie. He brought the crown to the race today. David Rios, afraid he might get a flat, coming in with the snorkel. Johnny Jimenez playing doctor, you dirty fool duck. Here we go. David Rios trying to take the lead. Here we go. Bobby Santiago. Oh, Duggar Parrish all the way in the back, just falling out of there. Jay Boogie with the crown taking the lead. Here we go. 26 seconds on the clock. That's right. Tony in the chat said, what the fuck is this? Tony, if you don't know, now you know. It's duck races. Double A coming from behind. He may drive illegally while he's on the show talking in the open panel, but he wants to win a race, damn it. And the doctor coming from behind. It's the final stretch. Johnny, Bobby, who will it be? Bobby Santiago
for the win. My guy, Bobby Santiago. Bobby, I know you're probably still in the chat. Hopefully you're still in the chat. Bobby Santiago, email us, MediaTeam@morningbrewsports.com with your information. Again, MediaTeam@morningbrewsports.com. Give us your first, your last name, your address. And if you want to give us your phone number so we can text you, do it as well so we can either get you the ticket for the event or get you the autograph signing and we will mail it back. Just let us know how do you want it.
You gotta love people in the chat. This is awesome. What the hell is this? You had Thanos in the building. What up, Thanos? That's another one with that voice. What the fuck is this? How'd I do, Thanos? Did I do it? It's your boy Thanos. How the fuck? Yeah, Thanos.
5%.
Johnny keeps entering races. Johnny, I love you. Always joining in on the super chats. He said, I lost again, damn it. He even came in a doctor costume.
Look at Crackle Nuts. Hold on, Crackle Nuts. The duck races are rigged. I'm just saying.
It's rigged. We've never had back-to-back winners. Definitely not rigged. What an upset. Guys, I told you. Listen, we really do duck races here. So when we say we got giveaways, there's only one way to do it. Bobby, congrats on winning, my guy.
We got another one next week Thursday. Our friend Keith McPherson will be joining us on the Yankees Morning Brew. If any of you guys are Yankee fans out there, my friend Keith McPherson from WFEN will be joining us with our friend Frank Luna. We got another giveaway to do, another duck race. It will be for an Aaron Boone signed autograph. Stats Saturday. Keith McPherson is hosting a Q&A for Aaron Boone in Oceanport, New Jersey. If you guys want to win a ticket so you could guys go and ask Aaron Boone any question, you guys can enter into the duck race this Thursday coming up.
This man's Hacksaw Vin Duggan. I love every time I see his name, by the way. So Hacksaw Vin Duggan. Duck wins massive and comeback drug tested in the locker room.
Paris Duggan. The ballots were again to our friend who won the giveaway. Email us media team.
Yeah, and Bobby, I think we follow each other on X, so you can hit me up personally if you want on X as well. Alex said I came in second. I know. I'm sorry. If you ain't first, you're in last. Shake and bake.
There, Alex.
How we want to wrap this up, fellas? I didn't get both of your answers about tomorrow. Let's bring it up one more time.
All right.
Back to where it all began.
I'll say it. I'll make it real quick. When it comes to both IQ and RJ Barrett, I wish them all the best when it comes to their NBA careers, right? I wish them all the best. Hopefully they have amazing NBA careers, but every time you face my New York Knicks, I want you to lose. We drafted both of them. RJ was our third pick in that draft. It was tough Knick times. RJ said it best. He came in when the Knicks were a dumpster fire, and he left when they were a playoff team back-to-back years. So shout out to RJ and IQ and what they meant to the city at the time. Eddie, you're a douchebag, so I know you're going to feel different. Go ahead, Eddie.
And then I want you both to answer Frankie's question.
I am team fuck the kids. I don't care. I don't care that we drafted this guy third overall. I don't give a fuck if we developed him. I don't care. I don't care if he has a great career. I give two shits. As far as I'm concerned, they're dead to me. I hope they lose the rest of their careers, and I hope we fucking blow them out of the water tomorrow night. That's what I hope. I hope we, and not only that, I hope we like shut them down and embarrass them, so I never have to hear about, oh, RJ Barrett put up 30 points tonight. Oh, what the kids and I keep. Fuck you. I don't care. Hope you lose and get destroyed.
Again, I think this is perfect evidence, right, to show you guys that when Eddie was a kid, he killed his gerbil. This is the perfect. This is everything.
Start a babysitting company. Team F the kids.
Yeet it, the fetus.
Grimes and Mitch too. Fuck them too. Give me some players to win. I want to win enough.
That's the way. Last question we'll take from the chat. What you guys, I put up there. Frankie was saying, if the Knicks don't trade for someone, do you guys think they can make a serious run?
No.
Eastern Conference Final.
No.
At the Eastern Conference Final, maybe, right? But I would say if they don't make a trade, I still need to see progress from last year. So I'm going to need this team at the bare minimum 7 games in the second round. A 7-game series in the second round. At the bare minimum is what I need.
Who's scoring for us besides OG Randle and Brunson. Who else is going to score? We don't have no chance of making
Dante?
Eastern
Don't
Conference
shade at my Dante. all
Listen,
right?
Eddie,
Listen, I love Dante. You guys know that, but
Yeah.
he's limited. He's limited.
Eddie, we still have time. You can go try out for the Westchester Knicks, and you can help the Knicks in the playoffs. All right, my guy.
Yeah.
Go add to the white boys that are on the New York Knicks. All right.
Maybe we'll get my white boy Gordon Hayward, and then I could root for him.
I'm good.
The whites. Let's talk about the.
Shout out to the whites.
Eddie ain't right.
No shout out to the whites. We don't.
Shout out to the whites. Listen,
We will let everybody know.
All I do is encouraging, shouting out your own people. That's all. If Hector wants to shout out to the Puerto Ricans, by all means, shout them out. Shout them out to the Puerto Ricans.
Eddie, I can't wait to see you in person so I can kick you in your shin. How about that? Go ahead, Celso. Close us out.
We'll let everybody know if we possibly will do a playback tomorrow's game. So just check us on X. We'll let everybody know an update tomorrow. Appreciate everybody in the chat that's been rocking with us. We've had 120 plus in the building all episode. You guys killed it on the likes, killed it on the subs. Congrats to Bobby. Appreciate everybody that jumped up on the open panel. Screw RJ, screw IQ. I don't care. Let's smack them boys in the mouth tomorrow. And on that note,
Deuces.